Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In Nier Reincarnation, the new chapter of The People in the World came out. I'm not going to talk about it until Friday when the spoiler embargo lifts. But in the meantime, we can talk about my progress with Large Antler farming, and then some recent announcements in-game. But just to say up front, they extended the time for the Large Antler farming apparently, so there's lots more time to go. But I'm at a very good stopping place actually, so I might not do it anymore. Okay, but first announcement, and this is upsetting the Japanese community, but this is a one-time paid-only banner in order to get a full awakening of either Udil or Leon. This is kind of a big FU to the whales that pulled a lot beforehand in order to get the max awakening there. I always say that people that whale, or like early adopters, you could call them, they pay for getting the stuff earlier. But in this case, the price that these people pay to get it later is going to be much, much lower than the price that people potentially paid earlier. So this is not a feel-good banner. Hopefully they don't do any more like this. I will say, though, that Shadowbound Leon, who I believe is on the banner, his debris is very nice. It gives you the caged vigor damage up, so he would be a good get to get through here. Okay, next we have the announcement of Christmas. I learned my lesson from last year when Christmas came very early. This year it didn't even make it to December. But the handout unit will be 063Y. In my predictions video I said he was unlikely to get a costume. I did not predict that he would be the first character to get a second 4-star handout, so there he is. I want to do a hat check on him to see if his hat is correct size for his head. I'm more optimistic about this than the anniversary version. Alright, and then they also talked about the release schedule for Christmas. I still hate this banner setup. We just had a very nice experience with the story in Nier Reincarnation, and then we're brought down back to Earth with this crap here. But it's not like the same team's working on the story as is working on the banners. I'm going to skip all of these. I would want to do a hat check on Lars there, but it looks like he has a very similar hat to 063Y, so I can be satisfied with that. Previously, I said that I was interested in pulling characters with kind of like new or unique skill sets. For use in Arena, particularly, but with the release of Divine Udil coming so soon after Dragon Quest Sarafa, it kind of killed my urge to sort of keep up with Arena, as much as I can as a free-to-play user. The pace of change for Arena, the meta in Arena, is going much faster now than it has at any other point in the game. I wonder if the developers are trying to raise revenue through Arena, since Subjugations doesn't seem to be doing it anymore. But yeah, the quick turnaround, and then there might be another quick turnaround here, has kind of lowered my motivation to play Arena. I'm doing it for the pull tickets anyways, and who knows how much of the game is even left to pull banners in. But in my JP account where I have a big stash of gems, I will pull in New Year's, just so I can do the fashion check for those kimono. And because of this setup, we have to wait until like Christmas Eve before we can pull the combined banner. Isn't that delightful? And just for fun, here's an updated predictions list for the New Year's costumes. I only did one change, which goes to show how on point my Christmas predictions were. I just changed the places of F66X and Lars, everything else is the same. I could actually imagine putting F66X in very likely, but she wouldn't take a spot from the 4 characters that are already there, so we'll just put her in likely. I still would love to see Kimono on Demas and Argo. I think that would be fun. Okay, to end the video, we'll look at my Large Antler progress. Gale here, took her to 100, 100. Demas, 87, left him at 87. I feel like for certain characters, I'm only going to use them mainly for one element, if it's for like damage output, and I'm sticking with wind for him, so I don't need to take him to 100 for now. Akiha, I'm going to use her for a variety of elements, so 100 for her. Argo, I took him to 87. I gave him the water damage up and then the stats up with water. I still have to try out the Dark Memory version in Arena. if I ever get around to that. Livonia, he has a variety of elements, damage up, but I don't have a usable Livonia. I would be using the Recollections of Dusk version if I could karma him, but I can't, so yeah. Oh, and by the way, someone said to me, because I am farming up these large antlers, that subjugations will be more doable. But the bigger reason why I'm farming for these large antlers is so I don't have to play subjugations. Alright, 063Y, didn't take him up. I don't have a real great attacking version of him to use. F666, Lars. Lars I didn't touch, he was already at 83 before for the wind damage up. Griff took him to 83. Noelle took her at 84. Also don't really have a version of her. Maybe I want to use the Final Fantasy version if she gets karma. Theo, she was at 83 before. I didn't touch her really. Saudi, Priyat, no. Marie took her to 83. Gave her the water element, and I think light... No, I think it was just water element. Yuri took her to 100, 100. I like different elements for her. Udil, 84. I think I just gave him dark, maybe light, maybe dark and light. Maybe wind? I forgot. Sadafa, she's another 100. I really like Dragon Quest Sadafa. Hina, left her at 67, and then Yuzuki, 83. Gave him dark element for now. If I pull the mechanical version, I'll go for wind. But yeah, everybody that I use pretty much as attackers is at 83 or higher. If I get more elements of them in the future, it'll be easy. I could just do like 1 or 2 nodes to bring them up to speed there. So, looking pretty good here. Oh, and I shouldn't forget crossover characters. 2B took her to 84 for the dark damage up, dark weapons up. I have the launch 2B. In case I ever wanted to use her, I could do that with her. A2, 98. I need to get the water damage up with her, but I would not really use her with water weapons, but I'll get it later, just for completion's sake. Nier, left him at whatever this is. Kaine, I took her to 83 to give her the water damage up, and then the water element stuff up, in case I wanted to use her in arena as a like a tank buster. Emil, no, 0, 98. I think she needs 1 more damage up node, kind of similar to A2. And then 2P took her to 81 to give her the light damage up, light stats up. I have her at Awakening 3, so I might want to use her sometime. So that is a look at my account with the Large Antlers. I think I'm done with farming, even though there is still a lot of time left. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.